pandemic, where performances have been forced to migrate online to survive. Live theatre has found creative ways to adapt to be more flexible. Today's education is all about transformation of individuals, while educators can train the young generation to face real life challenges as they come. What could be better than theatre to teach our young learners about life skills and effective communication, which are the core elements of personality development? Good afternoon, Mr. Shabazz, Ms. Fatma, parents, teachers, and my dear students, for your presence here today. I am Ratna Ghosh, head of school Capstone High, and I take this opportunity to welcome you all to our theatre show and tell expressions, where our grade 4 students will be sharing their learning experiences of the world through drama. Through Capilla, our annual performing art presentations, we have seen how our young actors wait with bated breath for the scene. As live play performances and live readings crowd the virtual platforms, theatre is going through a dramatic shift from stage to screen. This time, there is no student backstage. As the students face laptops propped on boxes and books within a home environment, dialogues flow, scenes shift, and an audience ranging from 100 to 2,000 from around the world watches. A play is not a play without its fair share of blocking, physicality, improvisation, and stage, and in this case, it is the screen presence. That said, the democratization of theatre is perhaps the only consolation. All virtual theatre poses many novel challenges, starting with denying performers the ability to connect with the energy of a live audience. What could one create that would give them a different experience? It is acting to a camera, and you are alone. At the end of the day, you're performing as well as checking whether you are in frame. What could be a better way to adapt to the current crisis? And here, I believe the contribution of parents is great, and we highly appreciate. As theatre outfits across the world shift from stage to screen, many opt for more tech-friendly live reading and monologue options, and this time our students are showcasing their learning through Mime. Either way, with virtual theatre, you always are at a mercy of the internet god. Today's session will be moderated by my colleague, Ms. Yamini Sharma, our primary years coordinator, and Mr. Abu Bakar Siddiq, our theatre facilitator. Mr. Abu Bakar represents the National Children's Theatre Festival in Guwahati and was awarded the Rotary Club's Nation Builders Award for teaching theatre. Abu recognizes children's perspectives and going down to their level of understanding encourages children to develop skills to express their emotions through theatre to enhance creativity and collaboration, the essential 21st century skills. As I now hand over the session to Ms. Yamini, I hope you sit back and enjoy watching our lovely grade 4 students perform. Yamini, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ratna. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time out to be with us this afternoon. So we have Abu with us today, and I would like Abu to talk about the importance of drama and his experience in guiding our students for our today's show, Expressions. Over to you, Abu.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, theatre plays a very vital role in our lives, in the process of learning, and also in developing our personality. Theater offers a balanced education to the students. Through theater, students learn the value of critical feedback. They have the opportunity to celebrate the richness and the depth of human expression in all its forms. It flourishes their creativity, improves their academics, and develops the means of self expression. It helps in developing their concentration, sustained focus of mind and body, self confidence, imagination, and help students learn to work collaboratively in a team. It improves voice projection, articulation, fluency of language, and persuasive speech, and help develop problem solving skills, which leads to greater adaptability in life, much needed in the 21st century. Acting roles from different situations, time periods, and cultures promotes compassion and tolerance for others, and hence creating a scope for a deeper understanding of our school's philosophy of curiosity, conviction, and compassion. Last but not the least, theater develops communication skills in students as drama enhances verbal and non-verbal expression of ideas in them. Today, grade 4 students are going to use mime as a performing art, where a performer expresses a story, an emotion, or a situation using gestures, facial expressions, and imagination. I would like to invite the Darshita from grade 4 to share the experiences of learning mime.
Good evening, all. Today I'm going to talk about few major points on road safety. Every year, thousands of lives are lost on the road nationwide due to accidents. Thus, road safety is becoming more and more important aspect in our lives. Road safety is a protective step to reduce the risk of road accidents, roadside injuries, and fatalities. When road safety rules are followed by everyone efficiently, we can help save lives and prevent injuries by avoiding accidents. We are all aware of the road safety rules as we have learned it in our science class. Let us now see it being expressed by Kushal Sai and Samyukta through mime.
All right. Abu sir? Oh, uh, Mr. Abu, the video is not audible.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kushal. I am studying in grade 4A. Today, you saw what the mime I did. So, if we won't follow traffic rules, it's an evil. The first rule is whenever you ride a bike, you should wear a helmet. And you should not talk phone while you're driving. mime acting is body communication, story, and imagination. Thank you.
I enjoy doing mime acting. It is difficult, but some made it easy. Through mime, I learned how to express myself without using words in different situations. Thank you.
It is indeed very important to be aware that road traffic injuries remain an important public health problem. Kushal and Samyukta have very nicely presented and showcased its importance through mime. It's fun to share a good laugh. It also definitely improves our health. Now we have Mika who is going to talk about the laughter.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Mihika from 4A. Abu sir, I have a doubt. Why was the maths book sad?
I don't know.
Because it has so many problems. A good laugh heals a lot of hurts by Mendelian angle. Laughter is considered an auditory expression of a number of positive emotional states, such as joy, mirth, happiness, relief, etc. Laughter is sometimes seen as contagious. Laughter has been used as a therapeutic tool for many years because it is a natural form of cure. It mainly helps prevent heart disease by increasing blood flow and increasing function of blood vessels. Charlie Chaplin and Marshall Marcio are regarded as legends of mime skills. They drew the world through depression with their expressions. Be happy and keep smiling. Thank you. Now my friends are going to share their experiences of laughter using mime.
I'm sure, Abu. After watching this mime, our students they'll be more careful in keeping the door closed. They are not going to leave the door open, and they'll be more careful. So it was a nice
Yes,
act.
yes, I love it. That was fun watching Mika and all of the students in the video. I would like to add one point here that parents are the biggest support in today's learning by supporting our children in all the terms. So I want to thank parents for going through all learning with the children and experiences. And our next topic is on safety and precautions taken during this pandemic, a must social awareness message by our students. I would like to invite Daksh here to continue from here.
Hello everyone, my name is Daksh and I study in grade 4B. Today I am going to tell you about coronavirus. Coronavirus disease 2019, also known as COVID-19, was declared pandemic by the World Health Organization in early March 2020. Globally, extraordinary measures are being adopted to combat the formidable spread of the ongoing outbreak. Fear the unknown and feeling like we have a lack of control certainly contributes to further panic. But what's important is awareness to take preventive measures, understanding of infection spread, and knowing how to reduce the likelihood of becoming will help protect everyone that may be at risk. Now, my friends will show coronavirus precautions using Mime.
it was a lovely performance showcased by our students. How nicely they have put across the safety measures and precautions to be followed in this time, and that too without speaking a word. We all know how important nature is for all of us. Here we have Jeevit, who is going to share his thoughts on nature with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeevit, and I am going to talk about save nature. When we speak about save nature, we are really talking about taking care of a future because nature provides essential resources for our survival and enjoyment. Actions that help us connect with nature, actions to conserve nature. Connecting with nature means setting aside time to interact with the nature environment. Play outside nature, play games to learn more
I guess Jeevit has some internet issues. Abu,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
we continue with the videos that students
Sure,
have
ma'am.
for us and they have prepared for the nature? That was a remarkable performance by all the students. Jeevet, the mind presented was based on the real incident, as I could make out from those photographs. Would you like to share your
Yes,
experience with all of
mom.
us?
One day, when I was coming from a ground, I heard a strange noise. I looked all around. Then I saw a tiny little squirrel, which is shivering with cold. I felt so bad. I took it in my hands and put it on a plate. I wiped it with a dry cloth. Then I put a blanket so it can be safe and dry. Then I put some food and water. After a while, I took it to my hands and I was trying to put it back. It's not leaving. It means that it want a friend. It want to be a friend of me. So if you take care of nature, it'll give us pleasure. So I hope you'll also take care of nature. Thank you.
Lovely.
Oh, so sweet, Jeevet. That was really great. Thank you for sharing your experience with all of us. Now we have Ria, who is going to talk about the memories we all have.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you have been enjoying the show till now. Things that may have been.
Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. So says one of my favorite authors, Dr. Suez. Memories are fun. Childhood memories are even more fun. My earliest memories are a little misty now. I remember my brother. He loved going to school. I loved it when he came back from school. He used to come running up to me and without even changing or taking off his shoes would start playing with me. My best friends then were Kevin and Ronald. The three of us spent a lot of time together. The three of us grew up together. My favorite memory with my first best friends is from when I was about 3 years old. The three of us snuck out of our houses one afternoon and went down to play without telling anyone. We spent a long time playing in the park. Kevin, who was the adventurous one, suggested that we go for a walk around the apartment complex. The three of us set off together, stopping often to look at a plant, or a flower, or an insect. We giggled and laughed and chased each other around. Meanwhile, my parents realized that I was missing from home and checked with the other parents. This is when all the parents realized that they had no idea where we were and spent a long time going from one part to the other within the complex, which is quite large. They finally found us under a tree, happily playing in the grass, completely filthy from the mud and sand that we had rolled about in. Although all three of us got a good scolding from our parents, it will always be one of my best memories of my first best friends. When I think about this episode, I find that I can remember all the colors and the actions and the places that we visited and the things that we saw. I remember the look of concern and then happiness on my mother's face when we were found. I also remember that I was scolded. I, however, can't remember any action sounds or what we spoke or what was said to us. It feels like the whole episode was one long act in a mime play. Like you will see today, mimes convey so much only through facial expressions and body movement. This is my favorite memory. Can all of you take a moment and think back to what your favorite memory is? Abu sir, can you tell us about yours?
Well, I have the same memory to share. I got lost in Lal Bagh once when I was small. It was during Republic Day show. They do a flower show, and there were a lot of people, and I got lost. And I was found after 1 hour, and I got the same scolding like how you got, I guess. And it was still a memorable experience. I know it's really touching. Thank you, Ria, for this. I'm going to play the video of what you shared. Ria, I'm speechless the way you have expressed the entire story. I want to know exactly what happened. Can you share the experience of also converting the
Yeah.
story from my yeah.
So one day I decided to go fishing, and
Uh,
then I started fish. I sat down and started fishing at the dock. I waited for a while, but no fish seemed to come. I waited and waited and waited until I started feeling sleepy. I started dozing off. Then suddenly my fishing rod finally started moving, and then I immediately started reeling up. But as it came to the surface, that was not a fish. After waiting for so long, all I got was a wet, stinky shoe.
Thank you, Ria. And how did you convert? How was the experience of making the story into a mime? What did you do?
Um, uh, I I I took the help of my parents,
but it was very hard as we had to do online theater. But you found fun ways for us to learn.
Thank you so much. I think that's you made my day, Ria. Thank you. Yes, Yamini ma'am, you want to say something?
Are these are grade 4 students? The way these students have done the mime is really remarkable, and their expressions were too good, and they all seem to be so confident on the screen. We could actually see the 21st century skills in these kids. Great job, kids. So would you like to say something about these kids, Sabu?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
yeah, I felt very proud after watching our kids perform. Their learning is practically seen here. I was never able to do such brilliant expressions at that age. I promise. I mean, I was never able to do. And I'm so glad watching our kids. We never had theater in our schools. You guys are lucky, and we such imagination is important for every child. Imagination is one of the superior aspects every child has, and we need to keep pushing them beyond imagination.
Great, Abu, and definitely we all are proud of our kids. I would like to call Dr. Ratna to share her thoughts. Dr. Ratna?
I am speechless. Congratulations, all students who have performed today, and parents for your support and partnership. Without your support, we could not have done it. Online performance indeed is liberating because students did not have to be aware of the audience. But as we started getting to the crux, we realized it is tough, as Mr. Abu just now mentioned. Like amazing kids.
Mm.
In theater, we take a line, get a response, and then build on it. Here, there is no response. There is also the joy of the fact that there are hundreds of people who would want to watch it later. And now they actually can. And there is so much potential, I must say. Um, does this format have an expiry date? Artists don't think so.
No, ma'am.
They see this as an existing parallel to live performances, maybe even as an independent genre. Um, the reach is phenomenal, I must say, and it has great possibility as well as potential. If we can manage to tailor it better, Mr. Abu, I don't see why it cannot exist. It is, in fact, giving theater much larger opportunities.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you, Dr. Ratna and Mr. Abu,
Thank you.
and all our audience for being part of this show and tell. Well done, students, once again. It was indeed a lovely experience today. Thank you so much once again, and have a nice weekend.